Roadium Radio knows how to podcast. Roadium Radio knows how to podcast. In the city of Wilmington, we keep it rockin'. So come on, shake it for me, CALI.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is in full effect, and I gotta tell y'all a little something. Eazy-E is down with us. MC Ring, you know he's down with us. DJ Yella is down with us. Arabian Prince, you know he's down with us. Tony A the Wizard is down with us. JJ Fag is down with us. Timmy T, you know he's down with us. DJ Pooh Boy is down with us. Toddy P and Spade, they're down with us. My boy Ice Cube, you know he's down with us. I like to mention, so pay attention to where I'm from, Compton, but the tapes are from the Roadium. My name is Dre, listen while I play. And by the way, I'm also down with NWA. Yo, Steve at the Roadium is down with us. Slanging funky tapes, it is a must. We're number one.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
Welcome everybody to Roadium Radio episode 96. Just 4 more and we're at episode 100. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, everybody to subscribe. As you know, on September 11th of this month, we hit 1 year. It's our 1 year anniversary. It was September 11th. And I just want to once again tell everybody thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being on the live chat, whether it's negative or positive. You guys make this happen. It's all good. Just keep in mind that this podcast and the DOCUMIXERY that we release is made to allow Steve Yano's name to continue to live on. This was just a simple Japanese vendor from the city of Whittier who helped so many people, sold so many different genres of music, and that's what we do here. We help promote so many different genres of music. This is a place, a platform where we like to help artists, if possible, go to the next level or take the next step forward. But once again, before we introduce my special guest, I got to give a shout out to La Luz Forever. This is Tasha and Rebecca. They actually made me some ceramic shot cups. These are pretty dope. And when I guess this is a salt shaker or shake it like a salt shaker. Okay. And a coaster. And the cool thing is that they have actual little mixtapes on them. So that's pretty dope. So once again, La Luz Forever. And once again, I don't want to forget, and I need to get this right. I had a brother that sent me 2 vinyls. Okay. His name is SA40s. And his album that he sent me is Chicano Rap Oldies. So much love, much respect to him for sending me his vinyls. How many people are still pressing up vinyls? So I want to give much respect to SF40s for blessing me with his vinyls for his new album. Other than that, once again, I want to thank everybody for subscribing to Freaky Tales. We go live every Friday, 7 o'clock till whenever. So I have a special guest coming in on Friday. Every week I will have a special guest. So make sure you guys subscribe. And if you guys want to follow us on IG, Freaky Tales, follow us there as well. Once again, you can buy the hard copies. I have a few left. Buy us out for those of you that are still into hard copies. But without further ado, please allow me to introduce my very special guest of the night, Young Trav. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, you know what? It's a pleasure to have you here. How was the drive coming over here, man?
I caught a lot of traffic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but, nothing.
Okay. You know what? I know today's Wednesday, but let's go back to possibly Friday. How was your weekend?
The weekend, mostly just family stuff. Just chill with the wifey, kids, swimming. Yeah, just typical day.
That's good, man. That's good. I know that you're a Green Bay fan.
Yes.
How you like the way they're doing so far?
2-0, so hopefully we can keep it going.
Yeah? Okay, I'm a football guy, so let me ask you a football question. If you had to choose, both in their prime, Favre or Rodgers?
That's a tough one because I was a big Brett Favre fan younger. Now I've grown to Aaron Rodgers, and I like Aaron Rodgers a lot too. So if I had to pick, I'd probably go with Favre.
Really?
Because it's my childhood, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. With me, from the outside in, I'm a Cowboys fan. I definitely would have to go with Rodgers.
Okay.
I just think he's got better legs.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I think he makes smarter decisions. Favre gave away a lot of playoff games by making dumb decisions, but he's still a winner.
Yeah.
You know, can't take that away from him. So, but Green Bay Packers, a good team though. You know, now baseball. Who's your favorite baseball team?
Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Dodgers.
How you like the way we're doing so far?
You know what? This season I haven't been onto baseball as much as I usually am because of the no fans thing and the way things have changed recently. So I haven't been on game as much with baseball lately, but usually I am. But I've heard the Dodgers are doing real well. So
Yeah. Okay. I'm a Dodgers fan as well. Basketball.
Lakers.
Same here.
Yeah.
And even though sports are still going on today, it sucks that we cannot attend. For an example, the Rams had opening day here 2 weeks ago. My team comes and I can't even go. It just sucks. But oh well, what can we do? And now, other than that, where are you originally from?
Riverside, born and raised.
Born and raised there. Okay. Now, for your fans that may be wondering, what elementary, junior high, or high school did you attend out there?
I went to Fremont Elementary. I went to Central and Uni Middle School, and I went to North High School, and then from there I went to Lincoln Continuation.
Okay. Any sports growing up?
Yeah, I played a lot of baseball.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
Really?
I played a lot of baseball.
Okay. Now, why not football? You look like a stocky dude, man.
Back then I wasn't. I was little skinny Flacco back when I was younger, so football wasn't for me, and I wasn't never that good at basketball. So I just baseball. I played it for like 8 years.
Okay. Okay. Now, growing up in a Latino home, but what type of, as a youngster, what type of music would you say you grew up with? Like, what would your mother, what would your father play?
My mom put me on game, man, on oldies, old school. That was mostly played, when I was around her. My father, same thing, oldies. When I used to go with him occasionally, go spend time with him, he was more on the oldies as well. I just got on the hip hop on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of big family, brothers and sisters?
Actually, an only child.
Really?
Yes, only child.
Wow. I had a lot of friends that were the only child. I'm one of 10, so it's kind of. I'll tell you what, Christmases and Thanksgivings and Halloweens are bomb when you have a big ass family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, other than that, I usually like to ask my guests, what do they like to watch? Because I know during this whole quarantine, many of us can't go to the movies anymore, so we're stuck at home watching stuff. What would you say you like to watch on a day that you're just relaxing? You grab the remote and turn it on.
I'm a Netflix guy, most of the time. So, I'm more of a movie person, but my wife likes to get into the series of different, shows on Netflix. So, sometimes we get into the series. I usually don't like to do that because when I do, I'm the type of person that I get addicted to the series and then I can't stop watching them. I'll stay up all night watching all the series. So sometimes I don't got the time for that. So I just like to watch movies more.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of movies would you say you grew up watching or you like now?
I like all the classics still, man. I mean, I could watch Goodfellas over and over. I can watch Blood In, Blood Out over and over. Just the classic movies a lot. But I also like the comedies too and the horrors. I'm a big horror fan too.
Same here.
Yeah.
If you're a horror fan, whenever you get a chance, check out Freaky Tales. Me and I have a special guest every Friday. We just started it.
Okay.
And all we do is talk about paranormal shit.
Okay.
Like El Diablo, Los Espantos, haunted this, haunted that. Demon possession, we talk about all of that because growing up in a Mexican family, that's what I was tortured to pretty much watch. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at 6 years old, I'm watching the Exorcist at a drive-in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And believe me, I was traumatized by that shit.
Yeah, that's when I was younger too. My one of my tias, man, she was a big time horror fan. So when I used to go over there with my mother as a kid, I'm talking like 6, 7 years old. She always had on horror movies, and so I think that's what put me onto them. And I would sit there while they were, hanging out, drinking, and I would just be right there, 6, 7 years old, watching horror movies all day long. So I think that's how I got into them too.
Okay. Now, I told you mine. One that traumatized me was The Exorcist. Was there one that stood out to you that really okay, I can't watch that anymore?
No, I like pretty much all the horror movies, man. And the ones I used to watch were more of not the ones that were like in the theaters and stuff.
Okay.
I would watch like, I don't know if you remember Dolls.
Yeah.
And the summer camp one with the female,
Right.
I forgot her name in the movie, but like those movies more I used to watch and get
Okay.
into them, yeah.
'Cause a lot of those were like considered to some people like B-rated movies. You could get them at a video store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got you. And you know what? We used to own a video store in the 80s. So, me and my family did. So I was used to a lot of those movies. And it's funny because you got people that sometimes won't even bother wanting to rent like La Bamba or Predator. They'll just go to those B-rated movies, you know. They'll look at the box. Mira, se mira miedosa. It looks scary. Let's get it. You know, I get that because my mom used to do the same thing. But I would probably say the second scariest movie, at least for me, in my opinion, was The Omen. Remember that one?
Okay, yeah. I
The
remember
first
that
one?
Yeah.
Damn, especially when that lady just hung herself on that kid's birthday.
Yeah.
That was some crazy shit right there. Man. But now, growing up, did you at all play any instruments?
No instruments. No
Nothing.
instruments. I tried, but it just wasn't him. I never had the time to really, or the passion to learn it. So I never got into the instruments.
Okay. You know, and I like to ask a lot of these questions because I like to see what was it that led you up to what you're doing today. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So now, as a youngster, what was your first recollections of hip hop? Who was it? What was it that inspired you to want to look into more hip hop? For me, again, I was in elementary. It was Rapper's Delight. I heard a song by Blondie called Rapture. Then after that, eventually, I started hearing Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel and the Furious Five, etc. What were your earliest remembrance, or if you will, of?
I would probably have to say NWA.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had older cousins that would come over with their boom boxes back then, and they would be bumping, LL Cool J, EPMD, stuff like that. So, I mean, I got into it, but I would have to say I really got into it when I started hearing like NWA.
Okay. Now, what do you think it was that about NWA that really like made you like, if you will, like that's my shit right there. I really like that. Like, what was it that drew you to it? I guess is what I'm asking.
I guess the gangster sound, the
Yeah.
West Coast stuff. I was already, living around the neighborhood, so I was already in the environment of it. But I never had really heard gangster music until I heard NWA, and that's when I just started listening to rap all the time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It's funny. My brother used to own a club in Long Beach, and when hip hop first started coming out, when I first went to go see him DJ, he was I forgot how old he was, but I was 11 years old. He got me into a club. This was an 18 and over club, and it was like on the east side of Long Beach, like a straight like Crip club out there. He was the only Chicano out there DJing. The other guy was a white guy, but the club predominantly was black at the time. And of course, they were just playing just Barcades, Ray Parker Jr., Roger and Zapp, all the funk stuff. Music started changing. So here comes It's Like That by Run DMC. Okay. This was the first time as a kid ever hearing somebody say, now that's some gangster shit, and they start throwing up their sleeves. And it was weird because they were saying that to It's Like That by Run DMC. I'm assuming at that time that was like the hardest thing or the most street thing out there at the time.
Yeah.
Now, I had opportunities to be in the studio when NWA was creating those songs. I had never heard anything like that before, but I knew what was grabbing me was the cutting, the scratching, the kicks, the snares, the samples, and watching them do it. Mm-hmm. I knew it was only a matter of time before the shit like really, really blew up. Other than NWA, who would you say were other groups that might have inspired you growing up?
I used to listen to a lot of Eazy-E. After the NWA broke up, I was a big Eazy-E fan. And, down the road, Bone Thugs, I'm wearing this shirt now. Bone Thugs was always been my favorite rap group. Okay. So, mostly when NWA broke up, I was still in Ice Cube, Eazy-E, when Dr. Dre went off to death row, all that stuff. So, I mean, it was still under the same umbrella.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me put you on the spot here when it comes to West Coast music. Okay. If you had to name possibly 3 to 5, let's just say 3, of your all-time favorite West Coast albums. They don't necessarily have to be even from now. It could have been from when you were growing up.
Yeah.
What would you say were your all-time, maybe 3 favorites?
I would say definitely Pac, All Eyes on Me. Dr. Dre's The Chronic. And probably Snoop's Doggy Style.
Those are dope.
Yeah.
They're definitely classics.
Yeah.
Now, I'll put you on the spot again. East Coast. Give me 3 possibly ones that growing up you really, really dug.
I'd have to say Biggie's Life After Death. I listened to that. There wasn't too much East Coast I listened to back then. But if I had to name another one, I would probably have to say I listened to some Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Some Wu-Tang. I can't even tell you the names of the records, but there was some Wu-Tang I listened to. But as far as like an actual album, it was mostly just Biggie on the East Coast then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, you know what? And I know what you mean because Biggie was like my favorite. I regret not waiting and meeting him. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen to an individual.
Yeah.
My manager, Steve Yano, who I mentioned earlier, owned a studio in the city of Alhambra. We recorded Tina Marie there, Cypress Hill there, Mellow Man Ace, Frost, pretty much everybody. I recorded them there around, I want to say, in the late 90s, 96 on up, somewhere around there. And one of my boys from San Diego named DJ Jam came down here and was doing a mixtape. And he was having a guy come down. And I go, who's coming down? He goes, some guy, they call him the Notorious B.I.G. And I said, who in the hell is that? And this was around the time his album had just dropped. So I said, he goes, you want to meet him? And I said, I don't know who that fool is. So I'm leaving and they're pulling into the parking lot and I just take off. I come to find out later on that was him.
Okay.
So we were in the same building, but at different times. And I wish I would have met him because when I went to New York, I went to go to his childhood home and by his mural right there in Bed-Stuy where he grew up at. So at least I could say that's my East Coast memory. Okay. About Biggie. I like Biggie a lot too. Now, who would you say, if any, today's music, let's just say within the last 5 years, like who do you like to listen to, if any?
As far as the new school,
yes.
I've been into G Perico lately. I like G Perico. I recently started getting into Stupid Young, and Mozzie. Okay. I like some of them dudes. Mozzie definitely from the Bay. As far as other people, I wouldn't say they're new because there's they've been around a while, but a lot of dudes from the Top Dog camp and Glasses Malone and just people in that era more. Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you had, if you will, a bucket list, and say, you know what, I want to do a song with at least these 3 rappers. You probably already have, because I've seen that one video where you had Glasses Malone, you had MC8, and dope song, by the way. Who would you say, even if they're no longer with us or still alive today, who would you say there's 3 guys that I got to do a song with him, and him?
Definitely Pac and Easy.
Okay.
Definitely them two. And from now, I say Mozzie.
Okay.
Mozzie. Yeah.
What is it about him? My son likes him too, though.
Yeah. You know what? Because a lot of his stuff is real. I like he's a good storyteller, and I just get into his songs a lot, and that's what I've been into lately. I like to listen to Mozzie when I'm cruising, going somewhere. So I would definitely just say Mozzie, man. I just like the way he storytells things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, around what age would you say that you decided to take this serious and just started writing?
I started writing at a young age. I started writing when I was 13, 14 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And from there, were you writing like full pages, bars, or just writing?
I just used to write because back then I didn't, no one was there to teach me this is how you write your 16s or, however you do it. So I just used to write rhymes on paper, sometimes short, sometimes long, but that was just how I did it. And of course, like everyone else did it, I would just do it to the Dr. Dre beats and any other, whatever other beats I could find. And that's how I did it back then. Yeah.
Okay. And now that you started writing, at what point did you start recording? Now, and I'm not necessarily talking about recording in a studio, but I'm talking about, because I have guys that have come here and have said I recorded off of a karaoke, I recorded it on my phone, I recorded on my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
How did you hear your voice back?
Well, like everybody else, I started with karaoke when I was, 13, 14 years old. And this ex-girlfriend I used to have when I was like 14 years old, I used to go to her house and she had a little karaoke machine, and that's how I started doing it, recording myself on the little cassette tapes and doing all that. But I didn't actually get into a studio till I was about 16. And even back then, I used to I don't even remember how I did it. I think I was looking on Craigslist and stuff back then. And or I don't even know if Craigslist was back then or how I did it, but it was something like that where I had to look and they had advertisements of, come record 50 an hour or however much it was. And I just used to go find studios that rented out hourly back then, and I would go record myself like when I was around 16 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Wow. And like, okay, so you recorded yourself in the karaoke, you play it back. Did you like the way you sounded?
I didn't. I didn't like the way my voice sounded. And you're doing it from a karaoke, there's no effects or anything, it's just
raw.
flat, it was raw. So I didn't really like it, and then I didn't really like it until years passed, until I got into the studio and I had people that knew how to engineer and make me sound better, So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so now you look up a studio, you find the studio, you go in there. Now, when you go in there, obviously you already have your lyrics written.
Yeah.
Did you already have a producer, or were you going to rap over instrumentals?
What I used to do back then is I had a huge CD collection. I was big on CDs. I had the books, full of
Yeah.
everything. And what I used to do is, it's funny, I used to listen to all the CDs I had and listen to where I could find 4 bars or 2 bars or whatever I could loop.
Oh, okay.
You know what I used to? So I used to, find at the end of songs, here's 30 seconds of the beat they left. I would take it to the studio, loop it, and do a song over it. Mixtape stuff, but that was how I was doing it then, because I didn't have any producers or anybody that would do beats for me. So that's just basically how I used to get my beats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So now you're rapping, the engineer is listening to you. Is he telling you, stop? Like, we're going to pick it up after 8, or this is 16. Did you know about bars already?
By the time I got into a studio, I more or less knew how to do my 16s and drop my little hooks and do whatever. I mean, they weren't the best because I was still learning. I was young, but I had, caught on how to drop 16s and drop hooks and more or less the whole format. Yeah.
Okay. And how many songs would you say you could remember that you did in the studio when you were at that age?
I did a handful. I'd say I did at least 10, something around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you listen to the songs, obviously you name them. Do you start duplicating them and give them away? You sell them? Or what do you do?
Back then, I had no idea what I was doing as far as money-wise or trying to make money off of them. So I just used to pass them out in the neighborhood and let all the homies bump them and, just pass them around the hood, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was the response from your homies or the people in the neighborhood that received one?
Well, they always liked the way I rap.
Really?
At the time, I was, there wasn't too many rappers in my neighborhood back then. So, whoever did, obviously everybody would, bust a flow, or, when everybody's kicking it. But back then, I was one of the only ones doing it. So that was actually getting somewhere, was, getting better and better. So, I just, every time I drop some new stuff, everybody always, make me a copy, make me a tape or stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you did these songs. By chance, any videos for any of those songs?
Not back then, no.
Okay. Around what time, give me a timeline, like around what year would you say this was?
Well, see, I had a big setback because right when I turned 18, I had got locked up.
Okay.
So, and I was gone for like 5 years.
Okay.
So it kind of fucked up everything.
Oh, wow.
But I did get signed before I had went in. I just never had time to finish anything.
Wow. Okay. Tell me a little bit about that. So, was it a major independent label? Who was it that took interest in your music?
See, it's crazy how it happened because it was with Familia Records.
Okay.
Back then, and I started rapping with my homies, Little Sicko and Little Blackie. They were the ones basically from my neighborhood that were, getting out there and doing things. So one day, Little Sicko took me to the studio with them to do a song, and Familia Records was their JR back then, and he had heard me, and then he was like, "Oh man, I like your stuff. You rapping with anybody?" I said, "No, I'm not doing nothing, man. I'm just doing everything myself." And he was like, why don't you start coming over with Sicko and you guys could start recording together, man, and we put an album out on you. And I was like, cool. And, it sounded great. And I went a couple of times after that and started recording, but that's when I messed up and then, took a vacation.
Yeah. You know what? And there's a lot of people that come here and it almost seems like, and things happen. I get it and I understand it. They allowed the street life to get in the middle of their career, and they had to some people took a 12-year break,
Yeah.
And it sucks, but that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now, while you're on your vacation, are you writing at all? Are you inspired to continue?
Yes, I wrote the whole time. I mean, when I got out, I had a huge manila envelope with like 200 songs that I had written, and I ended up using a lot of them when I got out.
Okay, and so now you're out. Your next move is, do you contact the producer? Do you go back to exactly what you were doing as far as looping beats? Like how were you trying to get your stuff out there this time?
Well, by the time I got out, I felt like I had gotten a lot better, and the whole time, like I said, I was listening. I had a boombox in there, and I was writing to beats and stuff like that. So when I got out, that's crazy how it happened. I ended up, I got out. Of course, I was going to the swap meet to get T-shirts and, the regular stuff. And I ended up running into the homie who's known to everybody now as DJ Cazell.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, me and Cazell hit it off instantly. Back then, he was running a CD store at the Rubidoux swap meet. They shut it down now, but, back then there was Rubidoux swap meet. And he owned a CD store there. And I went in there to buy some T-shirts and CDs and stuff. And we just hit it off. And I ended up telling him that I rapped. So, I rapped for him and stuff. And he was like, okay, well, he's like, I'm running something right now with the homie Seven in Torrance called Hellified Records. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he hit up Seven and told, man, I got a guy right here, man. He's from Riverside. He's dope, man. I think, he should fuck with us. Seven was like, bring him to the studio in Torrance and let me check him out. So that's what ended up happening. Cazell took me to the studio and met up with Seven, and I busted for Seven. And right off the back, man, he loved what I was doing, and he gave me a contract with Hellified Records. That was the first album I did.
That's dope, man. Yeah. That's dope. We're gonna take a little break right now, but before we go to break, it's funny how we've never met. I know Cazell. As a matter of fact, he was here with Mariah Avila.
Okay.
He was here. She was pushing her music. I interviewed Seven. I've been knowing Seven. I think I met him in like 2005. I don't know if you ever had a chance. I'm sure you did. His friend Micah, he passed away.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Mm-hmm. Micah is the one that told Seven about me, because you need to have that guy do a mixtape for you. So Seven came over here, and it was like around the MySpace days, I like to say, 2005. I did a mixtape for Seven, and but it's funny how we know the same people, but yet we haven't met. So mutual friends. But we'll come back and we'll talk about how that album did for you. Okay. And what came next, after that. So, okay, everybody. Once again, let me make this announcement that I didn't make earlier. We will be honoring the remembrance of Slow Pain soon. And I'm encouraging everyone that if you knew him, if you're just a fan and you took pictures of him while he was up on stage, or if you have pictures of him, with him as a family, friend, producer, DJ, or whatever, please send them to roadiumradio@gmail.com. The reason is because when we honor him, we're going to dedicate a full show to Slow Pain and his remembrance. And if I'm correct, they laid him down to rest today. Okay, so soon we will be honoring him. So please send us those pictures if you have them. Even if you have videos and you can send it to us through email, do that. But so once again, we want to encourage you, and we want to make a slideshow of all of those pictures while we play his music. And I'm going to have, as of right now, we have 2 guests coming that work with them, produce for him, and we're working on another one. And hopefully he's able to make it because of his schedule. But I'm going to have 3 guests that night. And once again, we're just going to honor and remember and share stories about Slow Pain. Once again, I had the honor of working with Slow Pain, I want to say 1996, 1997. And I'll even play the song that I did with him. So once again, make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Young Trav is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Go get your drink, and we'll be back 10 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Welcome to Roadium Radio, and I am your host, Tony A. the Wizard. We started a GoFundMe page because we need you to help us meet our goal. And our goal is to release a Chicano Rap documentary. And we need you to be a part of this. Everyone who contributes will have certain incentives offered to them. For an example, I'll name one. Your name will be on the credits of the film. Everyone who gives, everyone who contributes, their name will be on the credits. That's just one thing that we have to offer. But yet, if you read the description, you see other incentives for your contribution. If you've seen the Roadium Mixtape DOCUMIXERY, you will not be disappointed with this documentary shining light on Chicano rap, the Chicano culture. It is something that can be used as an educational tool now and in the future. So once again, help us meet our goals so that we can start production. And remember this, we have a voice and we will be heard.
What it do, it's Mr. Little One chilling on Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A and John motherfucking Elkins, boy.
Hey, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Shadow. You're watching Roadium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A, the Wizard. You know what time it is.
Yeah, what up? This is Mr. Night Owl, and you're listening to Roadium Radio with the legendary Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? Nosotros somos Aqua y estamos aquí con Tony A, the Wizard. You know Roadium Radio, damn it. You know what it is.
Yo, what up? This is Mellow Man Ace and Padrino, and you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A. Keep it locked.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Arabian Prince from the world's most dangerous group, NWA. Sitting here with my boy Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Magic Girl, and you are now listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, what's up? This is Bozo, aka Emiliano. You tune into Roadium Radio on Tony Vision's YouTube channel. Let's get it.
What up? It's Mr. Soto. You guys are now in tune to Roadium Radio right here on Tony Vision on YouTube. Yep.
Check it out. This is MC Pancho on the MIC. Shout out to Tony A, the Wizard, Roadium Radio. You already know.
What up? This is DJ Trick, Spanish Fly, and you're watching Tony A on the Roadium Radio Show.
Big G, Roadium Radio, Tony A in full effect. Stay tuned, watch, listen. That's how we doing it over here.
Yo, what up? I'm out here. It's Big Daddy Swoles. I'm jamming with my man, Tony A, the Wizard, out here on Roadium Radio. The podcast is off the hook. Check us out.
This is DJ Clientele, and you are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yeah, this Baby Bounce here with Tony A, the Wizard. You are now tuned in to the Roadium Radio. We do it for the people. You hear me?
Mic check. Ernie G from Proper Dos, and I'm listening to Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio. And if you don't know, you should know.
What's up, everybody? This is Soren Baker. I'm the author of the book, The History of Gangster Rap, in stores now worldwide. And you're listening to Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. Make sure to check it out. We talk about the Roadium Mixtapes. We're here, Soren Baker, Roadium Radio.
Yo, this is Greedy Greg, and I'm chilling with Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
Hey, this is Swifty Blue. I'm right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Stay tuned.
It's the KAS, here live on Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A, the Wizard.
What up, y'all? This is Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton, rich and ruthless, and you're listening to the Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Grand Wizard, El Mago himself. Hey, Compton's in the house.
What's up? It's Quete Yes Guy with my Harbor Ottawa homeboy Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Yes, Guy.
Hey, what's up, gente? It's your homeboy Duende. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A, the Wizard. Ya te la sabes, wey.
What up? It's your boy Baldachi the Beast, Afro Music, the face of LA, right here at Roadium Radio. Make sure y'all tune in. Your boy Tony A, the Wizard.
This is Kelvin Anderson, owner of the world famous VIP Records, and you listen to my man Tony A, the Wizard, on Roadium Radio.
Yeah, what up? It's Lil Black, you the brown super baller, and you checking out Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Big Wicked, Real Ones Apparel, Orange County. Out here with my boy Tony A, the Wizard, Roadium Radio. So make sure to peep it. Peace.
Que tranza raza, aquí su servidor, Sinful and Pecador. And you listening to Roadium Radio with my boy, Tony A, the Wizard.
Check, what's up? It's your boy Capital I Man from the Mexican Crew. And you're tuning into Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard. Motherfucker's a legend.
Bah! What's up, y'all? This is Chris the Glove, and you're watching the Roadium Radio Show on Tony Vision on YouTube.
What's up? This is Mr. D on Roadium Radio, kicking back with the homeboy, Tony A.
Yo, this is Fancy the Boss. Tune in on YouTube at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
What's up? This is Leah Farsayer, aka the Dragon, the Serpent, the Spear. I'm on Roadium Radio with my boy Tony the Wizard.
Hey man, Nick B and Eric B, the Baker Boys in the house, hanging out with Roadium Radio and the one and only Tony the Wizard.
Tony the Wizard, aka Kylo Ren, right here on YouTube, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Tony Vision, subscribe
Tony
now.
Tony Vision, yeah.
Boys, big baby.
What's good with it? This old creep, aka Jay Stompanato. I'm putting it down for Orange County on the Roadium Radio Show by West Coast legend DJ Tony A. We up and out this bitch.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Skilly on Roadium Radio with the legend Tony A, the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest, believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Orior listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You tuned into Roadium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A, the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we're right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187, above the law in the building. And you tuned in to Roadium Radio with my man Tony A, the Wizard.
What's up? This is Darren Vegas. You're on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Real West Coast hip hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house, here at the Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? It's homie Frankie Quinones, aka Creeper from Cholo P. And you're listening to Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Scooter the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A, the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Roadium Radio, Tony A, the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. King with the Black Chicken and Negrito de Los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
¿Qué hubo, Raza? This is Wicked from the Brown Side here on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. You know.
What up, it's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What up, everybody? This is Wicked Baby Doll, and I'm chilling with Tony A at Roadium Radio. Check it out. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow him on Instagram.
What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Roadium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, West.
Hey, what up? This is Rebello the Dawn.
And this Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Roadium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles Airbrush artist, big chillin' on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Roadium Radio. All gas, no brakes. Let's get it.
Man, you're now listening to LA Icon, man, right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's up? This is Esadaz, the Spanish Fly, with that reintroduction right here on Roadium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Mos MC, on the Roadium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's go.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Roadium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the Giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A, John motherfucking ELKINS, and DG Media at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Blanca. Bobby D presents Uncle Snoop's Army. Chilling right here at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you tune in Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
What up, West Coast and all hip-hop fans? This is your girl, Violet Brown, and I'm here with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo,
This is Daniel Jones, the D to the motherfucking G Media Clips. Here with your boy, Tony A the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show.
Check 1 2 1 2. This is Roger Live, and you are in tune to the sounds of Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio West Coast.
Yo, what's up? This is John motherfucking Elkins, and you're tuned into Roadium Radio with my homeboy DJ Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch. Welcome back, everybody, to Roadium Radio episode 96. And this is the podcast that slaps your culture fat ass with a fat ass dick. We're back now at the Golden Shower Hour. Once again, when Roadium Radio's popping, the panties are dropping. You already know. Once again, let me go ahead and make an announcement that we will be honoring Slow Pain soon. Today, it was confirmed that they laid him to rest. So, email us your pictures, scan them, email it to us at roadiumradio@gmail.com. roadiumradio@gmail.com, and we will make a slideshow. We've had some people still haven't. They've told me they were, so I'm still waiting on you guys. Other than that, pick up the hard copies at DOCUMIXERY.com. The shirts are back in action once again at DOCUMIXERY.com. Make sure you guys pick them up. And somebody asked me if this was an NWA shirt. It's not an NWA shirt. As a matter of fact, we were called like the next NWA. DJ Quake, Second to None, AMG, High C, and me. This was like my crew. So this is what I sell. I don't sell no NWA shirts. Much love, much respect to NWA though. But other than that, all you internet warriors, keep it up. Shit is fucking hilarious. So without further ado, Young Trav, how you doing?
I'm back, man. Let's do this.
Yeah. So, Hellified released your record, 7, around what year, if you can remember?
I believe we recorded it in late 2004, but it didn't drop till 2005.
Wow. You know what? I'm surprised you didn't tell me because, like I said, in 2005, me and 7 started hanging. Okay. And so how many songs, if you can remember, did you have on that album?
I believe it was 13 tracks.
13 tracks.
All produced by 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for those that may not know, what was the name of that album?
Respect the Game.
Okay.
Respect the Game.
Any features?
Obviously, the Hellified Camp, 7 was on there. L.A. Nash. I don't know if you're familiar with L.A. Nash. He was on there. Mostly the Hellified Camp on that album. Yeah.
Okay. And what was the response when it dropped?
It was good. I mean, like I said, it was my first album, so I was actually in prison when it dropped because I recorded it and then I had gotten locked up again for a violation. Uh-huh. And so when it dropped, I was gone for like a year back then or however long around there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I would have thought you would have hanged for a while, man.
Yeah, those were the crazy days still.
So now it drops, it comes out. For that 1 year, you writing still?
Yeah, still writing.
Okay, still writing. Mm-hmm. Now you come out. What is your next move?
When I got out, my homie Bundy got a hold of me. That's the owner of Pimp Rollin' Records with Little Blackie and Little Sicko and them. That's their brother.
Yeah.
And like I said, these guys, childhood friends of mine since middle school, back then. So when I got out this time, now I have an album out, the one on Hellified, and Bundy gets a hold of me and, he's just like, why don't you come over here, man? I mean, he was like, you did a good thing over there with the homies from LA, Torrance, but now, come over here and mess with us now right here in the neighborhood. And so I said, cool. And then that's what I did. After I dropped the one album with 7 and Hellified, I went and started messing with my boys at Pimp Rollin' Records.
Okay. So you dropped that record now. And what was the title of that record for those that may be interested in looking it up?
The album with Pimp Rollin'?
Yes.
The first album I did with them was actually a mixtape called Gangster Ways.
Okay.
Gangster Ways. And then from there, it was just album after album.
Yeah, because I know you told me you had about between 18 to possibly 20 albums.
Yes.
And that was possibly within the span of, 15 years possibly?
Yeah, well, yeah, from when the first one dropped in 2005 to now. Yeah.
Now, just to ask, why so many albums? When you look at people like, for an example, like DJ Quick, he does an album every 5 to 6 years. You know, Dre takes decades. You know what I'm saying? And there's people that wait possibly 3 to 4 years. Was it just because you were just in love with the music? You were just trying to get stuff out there, or?
Honestly, I was one of those people who just love recording every day. So I started having so many songs, and that's when I was fresh out of prison. I didn't really have too much money, so I started seeing a lot of cash. So that's what influenced me the most, and the love for music. But I used to record so much, and then my homie Bundy, he was one of those guys that always took care of his people. So when I gave him an album, he's handing me a stack of money and, all the weed I smoked back then, and he took care of his artists. That's one thing I've always said, shout out to the homie Bundy, free Bundy, he's locked up right now. But he always took care of me, man, and it was the money and just the love for music that kept me going.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you dropped the second album. Was the response better for this one than it was for the first one? Or was it about the same, would you say?
It was about the same, it was just the music getting out there, and I started doing more shows when I got out and started with my second, third album with Pimp Rollin'. At that time, Little Blackie was touring a lot with Lighter Shade of Brown and stuff like that, so they would take me with them, and that was actually the first time I was ever on a stage is when the Little Blackie took me with him to do a show with Lighter Shade of Brown in Phoenix. And, we're talking, late 2005, around there, 2006. And, I was on the stage with Lighter Shade of Brown and them. And it was big for me because I wasn't, nobody back then. And it was a good experience.
I'm glad you brought up shows because that's where I was going to go. I was going to ask you now shows. When was your first show? But you said it was in Phoenix with Lighter Shade of Brown. And it's funny you said that because my very first show that we got booked was in Phoenix with Lighter Shade of Brown, but this is 1991.
Okay.
And it's funny because my manager at the time, who passed away, rest in peace, he would record everything. He was the Japanese guy with the camera. Mm-hmm. He recorded that whole show. So we got Lighter Shade of Brown when they're teenagers, dancing, they had their dancers or whatnot. They went on before us, and then me and High C went ahead and performed after them. But that was our first show with them. As a matter of fact, I'll make it. I'm not going to give it away who's going to be here soon, but you kind of just dropped a hint on who you perform with. Okay. So, but so now you go to Phoenix, and do you actually perform a song?
I did a verse. Yes, I did a song back then. It was a real quick, 16 that they put on, and that was my actually first time performing.
Okay, now tell me what's going through your mind before your verse comes up. Were you shaking? Were you nervous? Were you excited? Were you like, let's do this?
Honestly, I was excited. I mean, I wasn't new to Lighter Shade of Brown and them because I already had met Bobby and Robert. And so, I wasn't really nervous. I was excited.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't forget any of your lyrics, did you?
No. That's one thing I've always been really good at is knowing all my verse and everything. So it was easy. Yeah.
Okay. And what was the response after? Did people like
it? Was good. Yeah, it was good. We were throwing out CDs and T-shirts, and like I said, it was a really good first experience from getting out of prison to now I'm on a stage with Lighter Shade of Brown.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those were the good days.
Yeah. So after that, did you guys continue to do more shows after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a lot of other shows, a lot of them local in the IE, LA area back then when they had us performing at swap meets and, doing things like that. But we traveled a couple other times. I even traveled to Arizona with Seven to do some stuff too back in the day. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you say 2 or 3 records with Blackie's Brothers label?
Yeah.
Okay, and you dropped those 3 records. Now what comes next after that?
I dropped numerous albums. What ended up happening was my homie Bundy on Pimp Rollin' Records, who was the one funding everything, he ended up going to the feds on a vacation. And during that time, I would say that I was the only one really that was from the Pimp Rollin' label still dropping albums consistently.
Yeah.
Because at that time, Little Blackie had stopped for a while, doing the family thing. So I'm the one that basically kept Pimp Rollin' alive for a long time. I was the only one.
Okay, so you just pretty much just kept it pushing,
kept it pushing, years and years, until eventually I just branched off and started my own thing.
Okay, now you said Pimp Rollin' Records.
Yes.
when you were with them, did you ever get any offers from any other labels or any other people that wanted to come with them? Or
A lot of people wanted to mess with me back then, but Bundy, he was well known to everybody, and they knew that I was messing with him. So most of the time, it was like, come drop something, pay me for a feature type thing. But as far as just to be in a label, I was mostly just there.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, because I think this is a very interesting question when it comes to, well, let me ask you this first. Do you consider yourself Chicano rapper?
I do, yes. I know a lot of people don't like that title, but I'm Chicano and I'm a rapper, so I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Right.
Whether they label me that or they don't, it honestly, it doesn't bother me in any type of way.
Okay. And the reason why I bring that up, because there are people that say that they don't. And I don't see nothing wrong with that either, because they just want to be recognized as an artist. And I get it. We can't get away from being a Chicano. We can't. That's just what we are. But now you notice that we don't label, he's a Chicano producer, he's a Chicano DJ, she's a Chicano dancer. It's always just a Chicano rapper that we kind of put under that umbrella. For an example, when I was DJing for High C, nobody ever said, hey, High C, where's your Chicano DJ? I was just the DJ and the producer. So I guess my point that I'm trying to make is, I understand when people say I'm not a Chicano rapper because, and here's what they mean, I don't rap that que hubo, órale, mija, que onda. That's what people think Chicano rap is supposed to be. But I understand what you're saying, you're Chicano and I rap. So there's almost like two different, but I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying. A lot of rappers do rap like that. I never have.
Right.
I don't even know how to speak Spanish. I understand it, but I can't speak it. So I've never been the type of rapper to use a lot of the Spanish words or, all that. But nothing against the ones that do. I've just never done it.
Right. Yeah. And to finish off my point, not to try to belittle what we call Chicano rap, because I am doing a Chicano rap documentary. But you notice that we never call like an MC8, hey man, I want to introduce you to MC8. He's a black rapper. I mean, look how silly that would sound.
Yeah.
We never do that, but we do that to ourselves in a sense. And it's not that it's a bad thing, but in people minds that are not Chicanos, they right away think, okay, the La Raza type of stuff. That's what they think. And you just finished saying, you don't rap like that, but it's all good, whatever. We're going to be discussing and covering some of those subjects in the Chicano Rap documentary. And there's always going to be different opinions with people, what is Chicano Rap? So now, my next question to you would be what is Chicano Rap?
I think they gave it that title because, we didn't come till after, the blacks had already established the whole hip hop scene. So I think when rappers came out, the first Chicano rappers like, Kid Frost, Frank V, or whoever was doing it back then, Lighter Shade of Brown, since we were, I guess you could say, different, they just labeled it as Chicano rap. That's what I think. Just being the race, like I said, some people like it, some people don't. I don't mind. But I think that's where they labeled it because we came in after, and that's why they might have said it like that. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah. I mean, you could only just voice what you think, your opinion on it. So now, you told me you had between 18 to 20 albums. Is it possible that you could name all of them?
I probably could, but it would take a while.
Okay, let me put you to the test. The third album, what was the third album called? Do you remember?
My third album was called Haters Never Prosper.
That's a good ass title. Haters Never Prosper. Now, I know why you would. It's pretty much self-explanatory, but that could still be applied today, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I've had guests here that have been hated on by males, females. Even females have been hated on by males, and we talked about it, how it's so sad that the hate for us being Chicanos doesn't come from blacks, doesn't come from whites, doesn't come from Asians, but who does it come from? From our own people.
Yeah, all the time.
And it's very, very sad. There's times when I look at, whenever, I don't respond, but there are times that I'll be bored and I'll just get on my YouTube, my Roadium Radio YouTube, and I'll just kind of just skim through the comments. And I'll look at some of the most horrific comments that people want to leave for the person that I'm interviewing. And even sometimes towards me, these people don't even know me. And sometimes I would just leave them there just so other people can see what we're doing to each other. And then we wonder why we've never climbed that ladder, why we've never moved up. That's why through this platform, we try to shine light on talent, shine light on artists, whether you're an R&B singer, oldie singer, whether you're a rapper or whatever. And hopefully you could take that next step forward. And this is all this is, just exposure. Let your name get out there. But people, I guess, either having a bad day, you know, will get on here and blah, 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 and, you know, internet warriors.
Yeah. And it always comes from the fake accounts, too. They never do it from their own.
No, of course not, because and then you don't want, they don't want you to catch up to them. That's so. Anyways, but you know, I'm not going to pay them no mind. We'll leave it at that. Somebody told me you shouldn't even talk about that stuff. No, but I do think that sometimes when it comes from our own people, it should be addressed.
Yeah.
Because they should stop. You know. But anyways, I never go on Snoop's live and like, you suck.
Yeah.
That's not going to do me no good. But anyways, let's move on. So now, how many albums were you with Little Blackie's Brothers label that you ended up leaving?
Oh God, I would probably, I would say a good 8 or around there.
Now, so far, out of all your albums, if I had to twist your arm and ask you, what would you say was your favorite one? That you could say, that's my shit right there.
There's a couple, but
okay, give us what, 2, 3?
I would have to say one of my albums, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Okay.
I was real happy with that album because that was a time where I started messing with some good producers, and you know, I met a guy named Jose who used to run a studio in Corona called Studio One, and that's at the time where Mr. Shadow was recording a lot at that time.
Okay.
And I actually got introduced. I had been to that studio before, but it was like to do business, and I left. I never really met the owner or nothing. So I ended up talking to Shadow and doing some business with Shadow. Shadow invited me to the studio, and from there, the owner was there, and we just hit it off. And I started going there all the time. And you know, Shadow used to come record I want to say every Saturday or Sunday. And so every time Shadow was there, I was there. And that's why if you listen to that album and the one that follows that called One of a Kind, Shadow's featured on both of those probably like 8 times on each album.
Wow.
Yeah, because at that time, me and Shadow were real tight there.
Yeah.
So we were always recording together.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I had a Shadow here twice. I really like his shit, man. Little One, I had a Little One here twice. I really like his stuff. I think maybe 3 times, maybe. I really like his stuff too. I show love to all those guys in San Diego, from Night Owl to Royalty. And, you know, let me say this. And a lot of people think that when I interview people, it's because I knew them previously. Many of them are like 96%, 97%. It's the first time I met them, the day of the interview. You know, so when I say, like, I've known Royalty since, I think we've known each other by phone since the 90s, but we just met for the first time the day of the interview. And we had almost a 6-hour interview.
Yeah.
It was weird. But because he got me drunk. I know, Royo, you're watching. But so much love, much respect to San Diego. You know, I got love for those guys. But back to Shadow, I really like his stuff. He had a very humbling story when he said how he got started. So those 2 albums that you did with Shadow, that he was featured on, how did those do?
They did real good. You know, I had a good response to those albums. You know, I had made hard copies, pressed them up, started doing my thing with those, and you know, I was still learning at that time the whole digital movement.
Yeah.
And still learning the things about that. But you know, I was real happy with those albums, and at that time, like I said, me and Shadow had gotten pretty tight at that time, and Little One too. You know, Little One, he's been my boy for a long time. Little One actually jumped on one of my albums when I was with Hellified. Back in the day, he had dropped a song with me for my album with Hellified, but I never had used it. And so when I got out, I ended up using it on one of the albums down the line. But that's how far me and Little One go back. And he's another one too that after I left Pimp Rollin', I started messing with Little One, and Little One actually signed me to Sickle Records for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, did you ever try to get on a major label at all?
Honestly, at that time, I didn't really know too much about the business side of the game, so I was basically just going with the flow with whoever was paying me, and you know, doing that type of stuff. But I made sure that the people that I was messing with at that time, they were taking care of me, so there was never no complaints.
Okay. Now, do you feel in your career right now that the best is yet to come, or do you feel you're like, Tone, I think I'm at a standstill, I'm looking for that new sound, or do you got something dope cooking for the fans, man?
I'm always in the studio. Like I said, I'm always working, doing stuff, so I wouldn't say I'm at a standstill. Sometimes I get that writer's block where, I just don't feel like recording, and I do the family thing for a while and stuff like that. But, I'm just taking it day by day, man, and see what's to come. I am getting older, so sometimes I get that, I don't really feel like working on it or whatever, but then I get that urge to do music still because I love doing it so much, or I'll think of rhymes in my head and I'll start writing, and then there I go writing another song. So, I really don't know what's to come or, where I'm going to take it, but I'm just going with the flow.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Now, during this time that you're recording all of these records, who are some of the producers that possibly come to mind that you used?
Well, always for a while now. I'd say for over a decade, I've been messing with my boy Big Ray from Westlife Music. He's always been one of my producers right there, always working with him. I work a lot with Chris Gunn from Orange County. He's the one who produced Night Owl's Daddy, I'm in Love with a Thug. Okay, so CG, shout outs to CG. He's the one also who produced
Hold on. That one right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, CG. He's also the one who produced the video I got with Glasses Malone and MC8.
That's a fucking dope ass fucking song, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he produced that one. And, during the time I was going to Studio One and messing with Shadow a lot back then, Osai Blaze from Oceanside, he was producing a lot of the beats back then for me too. So, I've messed with a lot of producers. I've even done some work with Fingers back in the day. Different producers.
You ever try to hit up? I know they're expensive, but I'll just throw some names out there. Like maybe tell me if you heard of them. Obviously, Battle Cat, DJ Quick, maybe a Fred Rec, maybe Daz. You ever try to hit up those guys for beats? And what was the response if you did?
I've talked to them a lot. I never really asked them for beats. And I've been in the studio with DJ Quick. I've been in the studio with most of the rappers that produced. But no, I never really talked to them about their beats. I just never got a chance to.
Right. I still remember the day you called me and you gave Sugar Free the phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because the next day we talked and he goes, "Give me some dates. Gave him the date. I had Sugar Free booked, okay, and then I guess we had to close back down this whole Corona thing again, and that's when he said, "Can't do it. Believe me, I've had a lot of artists that have canceled." And many times when I fill up my calendar, you get people, "Oh man, why you got that guy?" They don't realize that when you're booking people, you have to shuffle people around when people cancel.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because you know what? I could have had guys like Dub C and Sugar Free and AMG and those guys here, but due to this pandemic, a lot of people don't want to come out.
Yeah, well, Sugar Free is one of those people who's really cautious about anything. From my understanding, his son had caught coronavirus and stuff, so it's made him real paranoid to be around people. And I think that's one of the things that kind of stopped us from doing a video to the track that we did, because I had talked to him about it, and he said he was with it and all that, and we recorded the song, finished that, and then we were supposed to drop the video, but he's real sketchy about going anywhere, being around people. So after a while, I just kind of gave up on it for now.
Yeah, so you do have a song then?
Yeah, me and Sugar Free dropped this track, yeah.
Okay, and when does that track drop?
I'm actually dropping it on a new EP that I got coming soon. No release date yet, but that'll be on there.
Okay, we'll talk about it at the end, because I want to know a little bit more about that. Now, you dropped a single just recently, correct? Or it was a clip that you tagged me in, and I was listening to it today.
That's actually a video that I just did the other day with my boy Big Ray. He's always the one behind the camera with me most of the time. We did a new video. I wouldn't say it's a song because it's more like a freestyle type rap. There's no hook or nothing. It's just straight like battle type rap.
Right.
We dropped it, and we actually wrapped up the video today. I wanted to release it today or something and just get it out there.
Yeah. Well, one thing, you do have dope visuals. And I told your boy already, he did a great job. It was funny because I was getting comments about that video on Facebook. And people, one thing that people would say about you is this. And everybody was agreeing, that guy got bars. That guy got bars, okay? And it's true. And people were commenting on the visuals, and then people were commenting on the girls. So, you know, so it's always good to have girls in there, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but so now back to your albums. You were gonna give me. You gave me one or two albums that were. You said you're the best. Give me one more. Would you say?
Another album? I would probably have to say Graveyard Shift. I like that album a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it you think about? I know the first one you said it was about the time you were going through things. The first one. What would you say? What was it about those albums that stood out of 18 to 20 albums that you did?
Okay, well, the other ones I had mentioned, it was because it was during that time me and Shadow got tied, and I had met new producers, and I think that gave me, some confidence and, wanting to work more. But the reason for Graveyard Shift is because during that time, and this was before those times, I started working with a lot more artists. On that album, I got Frost. I had went to Hennessy Lounge over there with Kiki and Tony G over there, and Frost met me over there, and I ended up dropping a track with Frost, so I was happy about that at the time. I got Baby Bash on that album.
Oh.
Yeah, I had met up with Bash when he was here in Cali, and we dropped a song together, so I was happy about that one, and Marty Obey was on the hook on that one. And, so in that album at that time, I was messing with a lot of new artists getting more and more into the game, so that's one of the reasons why I like that album.
Okay, that's dope. Now, you mentioned a lot of heavyweights, Frost, Baby Bash, Mr. Shadow, Little One, all dope artists. And the reason why I wanted you, obviously you can't, but you said, I wanted you to name all those albums in case people out there may still want to get those albums. But I guess what did they do? Just YouTube it or something?
I mean, if you really want to know all of them, you can go on iTunes and just type in Young Trav, and the majority of them will pop up. You know, yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about your name before we go to commercial. Young Trav, has that always been your street name, rap name, or how did that come about?
Well, growing up, my neighborhood name was Travieso.
Yes.
So when I got time to get ready to drop, when I got ready to drop an album, there was already a Travieso out.
Okay.
He used to rap from the IE, he was from San Bernardino, so I didn't want to get the two confused.
Right.
So Seven was like, why don't we change it up? Why don't we call you Trav? And it's kind of crazy how it happened, because when I ended up getting locked up and they released it, it came out as Trava, and I don't know how that came about. I don't know if Seven and them came up with it or what, but we had, if you listen to that actual album, even on the album in the lyrics, I'm saying Trav. So I don't know why they released it like that.
Wow.
It's, instead of just Trav, they pronounced it Trava with a Trava. So that's how my first album was titled, even though that wasn't my name. Yeah.
Okay. And well, you know what? Had you ever wanted a rap name before that? Have you ever gave yourself I'm gonna call myself this, I'm gonna call myself that, or did you just stick with just Trav?
I just stuck with Trav. You know what I mean? I like I said, I wanted Travieso at the time because that was the hood name, but Seven was like, let's just call you Trav, or Young Trav, or however they wanted to put it. And I was like, yeah, Young Trav's cool. I was young at the time. I was in my early 20s, so we ended up just rolling with Young Trav.
That'll work. Well, we're going to go ahead and press pause right there. When we come back, I know you wanted to share something about meeting and working with Slow Pain. Okay. So, and we're going to be honoring him soon. So it would be justice. It would be awesome if you shared with that and share some of your memories with, the fans, your memories with him. Okay. So, okay, everybody. Once again, let me remind you that we will be honoring Slow Pain once again here. So if you have any pictures with him, if you're a family member and you have pictures with him or of him up on stage, in the studio, whatever the case may be, or if you're just a fan and you took pictures of him, email it to us at roadiumradio@gmail.com, and we will try to, we're going to try to make a slide. Well, we will make a slideshow of it and play it when we play his music the day or the night that we honor him here at Roadium Radio. So without further ado, please, once again, we're going to take a 10-minute break. We're going to come back. So make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Young Trav's in the motherfucking building, and we'll be back. Make sure you subscribe to Freaky Tales. Don't fuck around. Come back. 10 minutes.
Yo, what's up? It's Bella. I'm here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's Ray Monique on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Tune in and subscribe.
What's going down, everybody? This is Big Rich G here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. You guys got to check this out, man. Don't miss out. Tune in.
It's your boy Producer A here at Roadium Radio. It's your boy Tony A. Make sure y'all subscribe every Sunday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. with the dopest podcast popping in the motherfucking West Coast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.
Yeah, this is Pablito here at Roadium Radio. I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in.
What's cracking? It's your boy Noel G in the house, aka Hector. You guys know what time it is, right here with the Roadium Radio Show, hosted by your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Keep listening. We got something good for you.
What's good, beautiful ladies? It's your boy MC Magic, Tony A. the Wizard. You already know. Roadium Radio Show. Turn it up.
Yo, what's hood good with y'all? This your boy Big Prodigy from the legendary South Central Cartel. And I'm over here chilling with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the page on YouTube. And by the way, check out that interview with yours truly. You dig? Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Marito. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Little Silent from BOTG, the voice of the ghetto, man. Tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio. You already know, hosted by the legend himself, Tony A. the Wizard, man. Just don't miss out, man. That shit be active out here.
What's up, everyone? This is Antonio Pelayo. I'm here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? LA Baseball Head here, also known as LAFC Soccer Head, chilling on Roadium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard.
What it do? DJ Joe Cooley. You chilling with me, DJ Tony A. the Wizard, and Roadium Radio. You heard me?
What up, everyone? This is Solita. Tune into Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
What up, what up? Susie Q in the motherfucking building. I'm here chilling with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. Roadium Radio, YouTube. You guys check it out. Subscribe. Spank it easy.
Yo, this is Shady Boy right here with Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's poppin' with it, family? It's your boy Jokes Loves Life, and you are now tuned in to Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. That's right, love life, y'all.
It's your boy We Throw Trees, Roadium Radio in the house, Tony A the Wizard, what's up?
What's up, this is your boy Panther on Roadium Radio. Tune in with your boy Tony A the Wizard, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah, yeah.
This is Murray Brumfield, aka Mexicali Slim, Familia Records, and you rolling with Roadium Radio with Tony A.
Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ Kazam. We're right here live, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard. That's what's up.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Mariah Avila. I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony the Wizard. Please subscribe, like, and comment.
Yo, it's cracking. It's your homeboy, Mr. Motherfucking Junebug. And you just tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. You know.
Jubilee Raza, it's your homeboy Hypnotic right here in Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe, like, and do all that. Don't forget to comment. Much love.
Yo, this is Grincho Brown on Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Keeping this shit popping, all West Coast, all love. Shout out to my Raza, we getting it.
Hey, look, this is Chunks, the San Diego All-Star. You are now tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A the Wizard. Tap in.
Oh man, we right here live on the Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A, Royal T, Low Profile Records. Oh man.
What's up? It's your girl Carolyn Rodriguez here at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday to Tony A. the Wizard.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Tony G. You're listening to Roadium Radio with the homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard. Roadium Radio.
Yo, what's cracking? It's 2Max with Mexican descent, visionary shapeshifters, Good Life Project Blowed, LA Underground Hip Hop. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard on Wednesdays and Sundays. LA Hip Hop will save the world. Ooh, ooh.
All right, what up? It's your boy King Cash right here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys subscribe.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Trouble P here at Roadium Radio with your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in. West Coast.
Yo, 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 what it do? It's your boy, Big Havoc. One Hood Admiral, South Central Cartel General. And you're tuned in to Roadium Radio with my boy, Tony A. the Wizard. Stay locked in.
Hello everybody, this is Rocky Padilla, and you're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up my people? Hey, Trouble Kid right here, you know, in the house. Shout out to Tony A. the Wizard, and shout out Roadium Radio. Much love, thank you for having me.
What up world, it's YQ, Young Quicks, and right now you're listening to the OG Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure to keep it locked, subscribe, comment, hate. It don't matter, man. We get into it. Little 5 stand up.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Mark Cruz. You're now tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard, the legend. Tap in.
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Queenie. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio. Check my man Tony A. the Wizard every Wednesday and Sunday. Stay tuned. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what it is.
What's up, pimpin'? It's your boy Johnny Boy, aka Mr. Las Vegas, at Roadium Radio with your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Yes, catch us every Wednesday and Sunday. Yeah.
Hey y'all, this is Elvia Cadena here at Roadium Radio with motherfucking Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sarah S. I'm here live at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and tap in on Wednesday and Sunday evenings. One love.
Can I get a moment of your time? Hey, it's your boy Lucky Sun Zoo from Hood Starks Podcast. Hey, fuck with one of the best podcasts in the game, Tony A. the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Don't motherfucking play with it. Don't sleep on it. Hey, HA, stand the fuck up. Yes, sir.
What's up? This is Trevor from the Brown side. Make sure you guys tune into Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. If not, you're a bitch.
Call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.
Roadium Radio.
All right, everybody, we're back now at the Golden Shower Hour. Once again, when Roadium Radio's popping, the panties are dropping. I'm sure your girl's moist right about now. Anyways, I just started drinking Mini Michelada by Blasto. Blasto, I don't know why, but I opened this bottle and started shooting everywhere like a champagne bottle. I don't know what you gave me, but I'm going to sip on it anyways. So, once again, pick up the High C album, pick up the mixtapes, 88 Boom and Bass, 86 in the Mix. Pick them all up at DOCUMIXERY.com. Order your shirts. The shirt that I'm sporting right now is one of the ones throwback pictures of all of us when we first started this. So, anyways, let's jump butt naked right back into it with Young Trav. How are you?
All right, let's do this, man.
How you enjoying your drinky drink?
I like it, man. It's one of my favorite drinks. You know, I'm usually a beer drinker, but I haven't had a beer in going on 2 months. So just lately, I've just been sipping on the champagne.
Really? Now, why? Was it health reasons or?
Originally for health reasons. You know, just had to slow down. And just the champagne, man, it's a little different feeling. You know, I like sipping on the champagne rather than just drinking beer after beer. Mm-hmm. So it's so something different for me.
Now, I'm not a champagne guy and I'm not a wine guy. What kind of champagne is that for people that may be wondering what you're drinking?
This is Ace of Spades.
Okay.
Ace of Spades. I believe, who was it that came out? Jay-Z came out with it or something like that?
Okay,
yeah.
So you can't buy it like at, Numero Uno or Nortricas or...
No, you most of the time just at Bevmo or, one of the places that sell different, alcohols. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just a beer guy. I'm not really like a fancy type of drinker. Every once in a while, like I'll go to Scam and Jam with my boy MC Pancho Must Love, and he'll buy me a drink called Adios. Mm-hmm. That blue fucking drink gives you the blue fucking tongue. That motherfucker fucked me up one day, bro. I swear to you, I must have drank maybe like 6 of them, like within a span of 2 hours. And I was driving, praying, bumping music with the windows down. I literally had to stop twice just to pour water over my fucking head, bro. The next morning, my head was pounded, and I forgot where I parked my car. Mm-hmm. So that's when I said, okay, I got to slow down. Because adios means, adios, bye. That shit almost happened to me. So anyways, I've been announcing that we're going to be honoring Slow Pain. When one of ours dies, I believe that we should honor them and remember them so that their name will never die and continue to live on. Whether people supported him, liked him or not, it doesn't matter. We show them love, and you know what? I like to give people the flowers while they're still alive. Yeah. Okay. We have talked, and I'm going to share this a little bit more in depth when we honor him. But we have talked, and he was already scheduled to be here, but he never made it. Mm-hmm. So you had shared with me that you had to work with him. Mm-hmm. If we could rewind a little bit, can you share with us how you first met him?
I met him through the homies over there at Pimp Rollin' Records. Slow Pain has been working with them for many years since, Little Blackie came out with his first album when he was like 16 years old. So that's how they're the ones who introduced me to Slow. And I even got on a couple tracks with Slow back in the days when, Pimp Rollin' was putting out a lot of compilations and stuff. So I didn't actually have a track with Slow for my album, but I was on songs with him on their compilations.
Okay. So it was never really your solo project. It was more the compilation stuff. And about how many songs would you say that you did with him?
I want to say 3.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Would you happen to remember the titles of those songs in case people want to, Spotify them or Google them or,
what's crazy is that the 2 songs that I did with Slow on the Pimp Rollin' Records compilations, I don't remember the names of them, but I believe they're on the compilations called It's a Hustler's World and It's a Hustler's World Volume 2. So you could probably, catch those ones on there. The song that I did with him, I actually went to a studio somewhere in LA. I don't even remember what city. It was so many years ago. And we did a track for my album. And we're talking many, many years ago.
Yeah.
And that song that I had on a computer crashed on me and I lost that song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I never got it back. So,
wow.
And I wish I had that song now, that song would have been, I don't think I never even recorded on it. What I did is I went to a studio, he dropped a verse for me, I took it back, with intentions to finish it, and my computer ended up crashing, and it was in that hard drive, and that was the only copy I had of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, me being a producer, I have to ask, was there ever possibly a rough mix on it that you might have put on a cassette or a CD aside?
You know, I thought about that, and I think I did, but I never found it. I was the type of dude that I had thousands of CDs everywhere, and especially burned ones at the time, you know, and I could never find it.
Wow.
I could never find it, and I ended up losing that track.
Well, let's hope that maybe one day you're just skipping through CDs.
Yeah.
And you come across it.
Mhm.
So, where were you when you found out about his passing?
You know, I actually seen it on Instagram. You know, somebody had posted up that he had passed away. I believe it was Kiki from the Hennessy Lounge, or somebody had posted it, and I seen it. And the crazy thing is, I had just talked to him like 2.5 weeks ago prior to his passing. So, you know, people had seen Slow had posted a video that he was back in the studio doing it again. I seen it. And, you know, right away I hit him up and I said, hey, Slow, what's up, man? You know, you're back. I see, you know, I'm happy for you, you know, because we talked every now and then. But, you know, I was real happy to see him back in the studio. And because over the years, every time we talk, I always told him, Slow, you need to get back in the studio, man. I need you on a track. And he always told me, I'm not rapping right now, man. I'm doing the baseball thing or, you know, the coach thing or whatever, you know, he had going on.
Yeah.
But this time, you know, I seen him in the studio and I talked to him and I just, you know, messaged him and I put, man, we need to get back in there. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm with it. I'm back now. It's so good to be back in the studio with my kids in here. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing. And I mean, who would have known 2.5 weeks after I'm talking to him, he's going to pass away, you know, and it was real sad, you know what I'm saying? Because Slow was a good guy, man. He always had, you know, good respect when he talked to me, and he was just always a person that listened. And even through our conversation we had right before his passing, it wasn't just about music. We went back and forth about our health issues, and, you know, some of the things were, we had the same things going on, and he was just talking to me about, you know, what he's been through and what he's beaten. And, you know, he was real happy, you know, to be in the studio. He seemed real happy. And then we ended it with, all right, but no, I'll see you soon, bro. Let's get in the studio. Let's drop a track together. And he was all with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was really sad, bro. And I will say this, and that day that I found out, it really fucked me up, bro. Because like what you said, 2 weeks prior, before his passing, 2 weeks prior, we were on the phone together. A week before, we were texting. I still have our texts and our DMs. And that night, like, it really fucked me up. Like, it was really hard, man. You know, it's kind of like, you know how a lot of people, when Kobe passed away, it fucked a lot of people up, pretty much around the world.
Yeah.
Okay. But with Slow, because being in the studio with them in the 90s, seeing him from time to time, we talked on the phone, like you said, he always had a respect for you, I always had a respect for me. And it was just hard because, you know, he's a young dude, man.
Yeah.
A young dude. And one thing that I do like to preach is good health. You know what I'm saying? We do, as we get older, you know, you would have mentioned you slow down on the beer, you move on to this. Believe me, I try to stop drinking these right here, but it's kind of hard when you're having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I try to stick to the healthy eating, the healthy lifestyle. Water, you know, has to be your best friend. And I always tell my boy Johnny that. He goes, it's funny, I never see you drink water. Well, you're not with me 24/7. But believe me, I even throw aminos in the water just so it can change the flavor. But you drink enough water, that's like natural energy. Somebody asked me, and the reason why I'm sharing this, somebody asked me, why don't you share some of your tips, you know, on what do you do to stay healthy? I work out 5 days a week. I try to eat good as much as I can. When I say try, at least 60 to 70. I used to be at 90, you know, and I just have one cheat day. Now it's like cheat day, like 2 days out of the week, you know, or whatnot. But as we get older, we need physically and health-wise to be getting better.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I feel you. As you get older, man, it's completely different, you know, and I try to do the eating healthy thing, and I just can't. You know, it's really hard for me because I'm so used to eating out and eating good, and growing up with my grandmother, you know, who was constantly making good Mexican food all the time and everything, and you know, now the wifey at home constantly making good meals, and it's really hard to eat healthy, but I'm on the same tip.
Yeah, you know, and even though I'm sure we both love Mexican food, I hope nobody gets mad at me because today, you know, we live in a generation that doesn't give a fuck, but is easily offended at everything. Okay, a lot of Mexican food is bad for us, man.
Yeah.
You know, like we love pork. You know, chile verde, whether it's in a burrito or just on a plate, con arroz y frijoles, un burrito de carne asada. You know, steak, meat takes longer for it to digest through our bodies. That's why I try to stick to fish, chicken, brown rice, and steamed vegetables or whatnot. I love sushi. I love eating sushi.
I love sushi too.
You know, so maybe one day we ought to get together and have some sushi, bro.
Yeah.
So, anyways, man. Oh, and sake. I gotta have sake.
Oh, I love sake too.
Yeah. You know, but that's the only time that I could drink it with sushi. I just can't buy hot sake and drink it at home.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. Yeah, it's either eating some type of seafood or Japanese food or something. Yeah, but yeah, me and my wife are always at the sushi spot, man. I love sushi. That's one thing I could eat all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, so now for the public that wants to know, what are you dropping? What are you working on? Is it an album? Is it an EP? Any features? Shed a little bit of light on what can people expect from Young Trav.
I got an album that should be dropping within the next couple weeks. It's titled California Legend. And I'm very happy with that album too. I got some really good features on that album. I actually got a single with Snoop Dogg on that album that I got coming. I even got a track with E40 on that album. There's a few other ones. I got Yuck Mouth on there from the Loonies. You know, there's a few more too good ones on there. You know, hard to remember at the moment. Glasses Malone, MC8, King Crooked Eye. I think he's on that. You know, it has quite a bit of features on that album. You know,
and if I'm correct, one by Sugar Free.
The one with Sugar Free is on my EP I'm working on right now. Okay. It's almost finished, but like I said, I got the California Legend album dropping. So that one I might put out maybe towards like Christmas time around there.
Okay, so just to get it straight, EP and then an album.
Album then EP.
Album and then EP. So the EP for sure, possibly next 2021.
Maybe December, January.
Also both maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop.
Oh
both
wow.
of them, yeah.
Oh wow. So that's almost like an album and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, say I ask you, which one do you like better, the EP or the album?
It's a tough one because I like the EP, and you know, working with Sugar Free was you know, interesting. You know,
right.
I've always been a fan of his music, so you know, I like the song that's on there, produced by Fat Beats from Pomona. Shout out to Fat Beats. You know, but if I had to pick between the two, you know, the album I like a little more because it's more songs and, you know, more rappers, more, you know, it's a pretty dope album.
Okay. Yeah. Now, might be an odd question. Have you ever done any songs, in case the fans don't know, any songs with any females?
Females, you know what? Females that maybe were coming up in the game but didn't really make it, you know, just, you know, little homegirls that, you know, used to drop bars and stuff. But as far as female mainstream rappers, not really. But I was trying to get a song recently with Lady of Rage. Okay. And I've always been a Rage fan, and you know, I like her music, so maybe you might see that soon.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me say this. I don't want to say I got. Let me rephrase that. I know 3 different females. I don't even think they even know each other. I think, my opinion, they were about a year away from really like blooming. Mm-hmm. I think right now they're still in that green stage. Like you hear the talent, you hear the voice, it's all there, but you need to sharpen that up still, you know? What I'm gonna do is, I think when they're there, I'm gonna holler at you and I'm gonna tell you, listen to them. Mm-hmm. Maybe you could do a song with them because they're very young girls, and I like to shine light on females. I came from an era in the 90s where a lot of females got the bad end of the stick. Dudes would say, you know, I'm going to record you, ended up doing other things with them. Nothing ever came out. And I saw a lot of, if you will, careers go down the toilet because hooking up with the wrong people, you know. And you already know how this business is. This music business is cutthroat, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's cutthroat. And sad to say, sometimes it's just no different than the regular dope game.
Yeah.
You know, people stealing artists, people stealing beats, people biting bars. You know, back in the day, we used to say he nibbled on my scribble, he bit my lyrics.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But I don't even know if people even know what bit means today. So, you know, sometimes I gotta be careful when I talk to a younger generation, because when I say you sound like a broken record, many of them don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So what do we say today? You sound like a glitched MP3 or something, like. You know. So, okay, so now you got the EP, California Legend. That was the name of the album.
That one.
And the EP is named.
The EP is titled "The Fight for Survival."
The Fight for Survival. Okay, now. Do you plan to do, obviously the answer is yes, visuals for many of those songs, or?
Yeah, well, the album California Legend already has a few videos. It has the song I did with MC8 and Glasses. There's also a song on there with Yuck Mouth, that also has a video to it too.
Okay.
So that album already has 2 videos to it.
Okay, so you drop in the single, and then the album.
Yes.
That's good, because today, I meet a lot of rappers that they just drop in singles.
Yeah. Well, that's the way people do it a lot nowadays, because especially money-wise, you know what I mean? It's a lot better, I think, from my experiences. But, the videos even that I did for this album, with the one with 8 Glasses and the one with Yuck Mouth, those videos were done late last year. And the album was supposed to drop a lot earlier this year, but due to the corona stuff and things being, lagged on, so, it's barely coming out now.
Okay, you know what? Let me grab my plug real quick, because my phone is dying. But I had to ask you something. Due to this pandemic thing, what is one thing that you miss doing that you can't do now due to this whole pandemic?
The restaurants. Like I said, I'm a big foodie, so I love to sit down and have a good dinner with my wife, you know, and the whole coronavirus has made everything so difficult,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no telling when it's going to be over. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see it ending anytime soon. A lot of people think, 2020 is going to end and it's going to be different in 2021. But honestly, I don't see it changing for a while.
Yeah. Because this is the first time that something like this is happening globally. I have a friend, sad to say, he went to Peru to go see this girl. And I told him, are you sure you want to go? Right before they locked everything down. Oh, no, I'll be back. He left on Friday, said he'll be back on Monday. He's still there. Months.
Yeah.
Months. So he's still there. He can't come back. So, oh, well, what do you do? So you said eating now. Did you have any type of tours, shows, or anything lined up to promote this album, or what you had to drop in?
At the time, I didn't, because I was trying to finish the albums and actually, when it was released, promote it then. So I didn't have any shows or anything like that. I haven't even done shows in a few years. I just kind of, because I was such in and out of music and stopping for a while and going back. But when I had dropped this album, I was trying to get more back involved with shows out of state.
Okay.
I even had talked to some people. I might have had some things lined up, but, due to everything, just messed everything up.
Right. Now, I know you said you were in and out of music. What do you think it was? Was it just a family life, or was it just things tired of the business, or what do you think it was that kept you going back and forth, or that kept you taking breaks?
Mostly the family thing. I have 2 daughters who I have custody of, so I'm a full-time daddy all the time too. I have a 10 and a 12-year-old daughters, so a lot of the times it was family, and then I got married recently, so, me and I'm always with her doing things, and, but the things that made it easy to go back and forth is I have my own studio too. So not only do I rap, I record my stuff, I engineer, I do all that stuff too. So it made it easy just to drop a lot of music whenever I wanted to.
Oh, okay. So you're producing now as well, or
not beats, just mostly like whenever I get beats, from my producers. I'll record myself, and I'm good enough to engineer myself. I'm not saying I'm the best,
right.
engineer, but I do know how to engineer enough to make myself sound good and put out stuff. Yeah,
that's dope, man. And I'm glad you said that, because I always encourage a lot of this younger generation to learn. Don't depend on someone. If you can learn how to engineer, or at least how to record yourself, do that, you'll go a lot farther, where you don't have to wait on somebody. Because with me, I just had a drum machine with a floppy disk. I had to wait, I had to buy a 2-inch reel. I had to get studio time, get an engineer, get a musician, and then wait for the rapper to come, and then pay for the guy to play. And it was just a lot. So when I tried to learn how to engineer, then it started taking away from my talent on producing, and then producing started taking away from my DJ skills.
Yeah.
So it was too much, and I was like, you know what? Let me just stay in my lane. Let me just do what I do best. So now let me ask you something that I don't see too much today amongst rappers. When you do shows, or when you have done shows lately, how long would you say your shows are?
I would say about 10 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you ever have a DJ back there?
Not a set DJ. No, I've never had. I've always just took show tapes with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, other than because possibly those shows are possibly not long enough, because back then when me and High C used to perform, it was always 20, 25 minutes. Okay, so we had time to set up turntables. We had time to get sound check and all of that. So I could understand I had time to do my DJ set. I know today, I've seen where promoters give guys 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And to me, that, I'll be honest, that's kind of insane because I've never heard of that. That's why they can afford to put 50 guys on one show, and like, well, no wonder they're 5 minutes guys.
Yeah, and they're making money off of everybody on the,
Yes.
different takes, so that's probably why.
Yeah. You know what? Now, you mentioned earlier some of your favorite albums. You mentioned from the East Coast, West Coast. Who are some of your favorite performers, if you could think of some that you might have seen perform? Doesn't matter what type of genre of music. And then I'll give you some of mine.
As far as performers, I never been to one live, but I've watched all of Pac's old, concerts and everybody, and I've always been a huge Pac fan, so I've always watched his performances and all that. Snoop, another one, I just love watching him perform when he used to be back in the Death Row days with, the whole Death Row movement.
Right.
And as far as other performers, man, that's mainly who I just watch perform most of the time.
Okay, I'll give you 4. And I want to say that I was a part of one of them. I saw KRS-One perform one day, and he wasn't even supposed to be up there. This was at the Palace in Hollywood. I want to say Hollywood and Vine. And this was 80s. And he was just in the building. De La Soul was performing. I got to see De La Soul perform Plug Tuning, Me, Myself, and I, the first album. And they called up KRS-One. They had a guy beatboxing, and I'll tell you what, he did like about 4 or 5 songs, and he turned out that whole show. He wasn't even supposed to perform, but it was just electric. Him just a cappella, a guy beatboxing, and the crowd singing back his lyrics. It was just fucking amazing. Second group that I seen that just, I can still see them perform. NWA here in Anaheim, the Anaheim Celebrity Theater. What made it so unique, they literally had to run through the people, through the crowd, to get to the stage, and the stage would turn around. Okay. And let me tell you something, every seat in that motherfucker was a good seat. And you're talking about, dudes throwing up the Crip sign, Compton in the house. I got to see the electric crowd of Compton in the motherfucking house in the 80s. I want to say it was 1988. And I was backstage with them for the night I met Jerry Heller, the DLC. So I was there in the thick of things, looking at this concert was just fucking amazing. The second was, I would have to say, DJ Quick, Second to None, AMG, and High C. High C would go on first, Second to None would go on next, AMG, and then Quick. And we would tear those fucking shows up. Because our albums had just dropped in 1991, so we all toured together. Okay. And I would say the fourth one, Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill's first album, incredible performance by those guys, bro.
Yeah, I've always been a Cypress Hill fan also.
Yeah, incredible. So now I share that to say this, and for people that may be listening, I had a guy one time that told me, Tony, what can I do? This is my first show that I'm performing. What can I do? Like, what type of advice? And I always tell him, do you get nervous? Yeah. Okay, don't look at the people, look straight to the back. Concentrate on your lyrics because you are going to forget them. And in case you do forget them, talk to the crowd, listen to the beat, pick it back up. You know, I remember High C one time forgot one of his lyrics, and it was right up to the hook of Sitting in the Park, and I said, "Yo, Croft, oh, what shall I what?" So he knew already. You know, that's the good thing about having a DJ, because he can, you know, pick
or
it
a
back
hype
up.
man, either or.
So I encourage people, when you go out there, man, give it your fucking best, man. Give them a fucking dope show. People are there to see you. People are there to see you. Like, say you do a show and maybe there's only 50 people there. And you may think, you know what? People don't give a fuck. Look, only 50 people. But imagine if all those 50 people really just came to fucking see you and supported you. You got to give them, those people, their money's worth. So I encourage everybody, when this thing opens up and the shows come up, give people their money's worth. You know, give people, because if anything, they'll remember your performance.
Yeah.
So, anyways, man, I just wanted to encourage you on that. Give us some dope shows, man.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Hopefully soon.
Now, last question. Then we'll give shout outs and we'll get out of here. Now, what I really want you to think about this. Say I tell you, I'm going to give you 15 minutes. I'm a promoter. I'm going to give 15 minutes, and you're going to go on right before Frost. You're going to hype it up for him. Now, you have so many albums out. What 5 songs can I expect from you?
I would probably have to say, well, with features or just solo, or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter.
Well, a lot of the new songs I've been doing, I would say the song I did with MCA and Glasses Malone.
Definitely.
That track. Maybe one of the songs that was a little different that I did with Bash. I got a couple of songs with Bash, but one of the old ones I did with Bash, because on that one it's more of a radio type, you know, not so much on the gangster shit and West Coast shit. It was more radio for like the ladies.
Yeah.
You know, so I would probably pick that one. I would say I like the track that I got on the California Legend album coming out with Yuck Mouth.
Okay.
Yuck Mouth from the Loonies. I like that song a lot. As far as a couple solo tracks, you can look back in the days. Maybe I got a solo track called Riverside Made Me, you know, and it was more of a solo song, just me representing my city and, you know, talking about that. And if I had to pick the last one, probably one of the songs I either have with Shadow or Little One, because I made a lot of dope songs with both of them. So,
dope.
Yeah, one of those.
I always tell people, make sure your last song is the song that you believe that people came to hear you for. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, of course, High C's last song is always going to be "I'm Not Your Puppet."
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to do that one first.
Yeah.
But there's got to be that one song. So I always tell people, if you don't have it yet, make one. So when you do perform, people will say, "That's the song that I came to hear you."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, anyways, man. Other than that, anything that I didn't ask you that maybe you want to share, you want to promote, anything you want to talk about?
Well, it just, you know, I just remembered too, besides the 2 albums I got coming out, I also got a group album coming out with my brother Seldom Seen.
Okay.
Titled Disrespectful. So that should be dropping soon too. Shout out to my bro, Seldom Seen. And, you know, I'm very excited about that album. We got a lot of dope features on there too. We did a song with Young Buck from G Unit on there.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of dope music, man. And Seldom's also coming out with his solo album soon, titled Mixed Emotions. I'm putting that out for him too. So that album is really, really dope. Really
Dope. At this point, any shout outs you want to give? You want to give your boy, the video guy, a shout out, man?
Oh, always shout out to my boy, Big Ray. Oh, man, he's been my producer and my video guy for years, man. We've been rocking 10 years strong, man. He's like a brother to me, so shout out to Big Ray. You know, shout out to the homie The Chill from Compton's Most Wanted. You know, he's been rocking with us a lot lately. And another shout out to my bro Seldom, man. You know, he's been going through a lot of hard times right now with his family and stuff. He was supposed to come with me tonight, but due to some family issues, he couldn't make it. But shout out to him, man. Hope everything gets better for him. And, you know, just shout out to everybody that listens to my music, man. I appreciate it. I've been getting a lot of love lately. And even when you announced that I was coming on the show, a lot of people were messaging me, telling me they were excited and they were going to rock with it and watch it. So, you know, shout out to everybody that follows me and listens to everything. You know, and if you want to know anything I'm doing, you can always follow me on Instagram. It's YoungTrav_951.
Oh, yeah, we've been putting it up. And on the description, once it goes up on YouTube, people can also see it and take you straight through there. Seldom a lot of people have been requesting him as well. So maybe you could connect me with him.
Yeah, that's why I actually wanted to bring him, man, because I wanted to introduce you guys, and, and he knew who you were, and he was real excited to meet you. And he was really looking forward to being here tonight, man. But just like I said, due to family problems, he couldn't make it. But I definitely want to connect you guys.
Dope. At this point, I just want to tell you, thank you for giving me the honor and the privilege to sit down with me, chop it up with me, and allow me to interview you, man.
Oh, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So much love, much respect, brother. Other than that, let me go ahead and give my shout outs. And once again, I want to give a shout out to my boy John motherfucking ELKINS for making this thing happen, for making it pop. You know what I'm saying? Pop. So if there's any single Latinas out there that are looking for a nice looking white guy, he looks like the guy from American History X. Get at him at John motherfucking ELKINS on Instagram. Okay. John motherfucking ELKINS is the man. Okay. I'm telling you. I'm warning you. You've been warned. So the first Latina that hits him up gets a free Roadium. I'm only playing. Other than that, let me go ahead and give a shout out to my boy DG Media Clips. Let me give a shout out to Roger. You're stuck in Peru, homie. Hopefully you'll be back. And I know your baby will be born soon. So you know what? My prayers to you and your girl. My son, B. Scanless, for helping me promote this. Let me give a shout out to Boomer. It was his birthday the other day. So Boomer, if you're watching, thank you. Let me give a shout out to my drone guy, Kerry Fujita. As a matter of fact, we're going to continue filming the Chicano Rap documentary, just the B-roll footage so far. We're still filming. I told you from time to time I will give you guys updates. So Saturday we'll be out there. We'll be filming all through LA, just B-roll footage. I'm not going to say where we're going to be filming because I know there's people out there like, let's go out there and let's film what they're filming. Believe me, it happened with the Roadium mixtape DOCUMIXERY, and I'll be sharing that soon. So one last thing, please allow me, let me remind you, please, okay, if you have any pictures of Slow Pain that you have with him up on stage, in the studio, email it to us at roadiumradio@gmail.com, okay? Because we're going to be honoring him. Let's show him and his family some love. Once again, they laid him to rest today, so much love, much respect to him, and our prayers and our condolences to his family, to his children. So once again, it's sad that we lost a brother, but we're gonna honor him here at Roadium Radio and may his name live on. So once again, Sunday, we'll see you guys Sunday, and Friday. Don't forget Freaky Tales on Friday. Subscribe to Freaky Tales podcast on YouTube. Subscribe. Help me get 10K on there. Honestly, it doesn't cost nothing to hit subscribe and hit the notification bell button for future content, and follow us on Instagram, Freaky Tales Podcast. So other than that, we're out of here. See you Friday and Sunday. Young Trav, thank you. It was a pleasure, brother.
Thank you.
Okay. We're out of here. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. And God bless. We're out of here.